here we are in Route 19, first route in the game. This reminds me of that day on Route 1. That's a route that we're never going to see. Pokédex pages fill up automatically when you meet Pokemon. When you catch a Pokemon, more detailed information on it is added to the Pokédex. And now she is going to teach us how to catch Pokemon. Here we go. It's actually pretty cool how we get taught how to catch Pokemon right off the bat, considering we start off with Pokeballs right off the bat. And yeah, so it is catching tutorial 101 here. It's pretty basic stuff. You just encounter the Pokemon that you want. You weaken it, ideally below half health, and then when it is weak enough, you can throw a Pokeball at it. Now, obviously, you can YOLO and throw a Pokeball while the Pokemon's at full HP, but you have a higher catch rate if you just damage the Pokemon a bit. Other things that will help increase your catch rate for Pokemon is you can inflict status ailments like poisons, paralysis, sleep, etc. The other thing to note is that when you catch Pokemon, not every even if you weaken the Pokemon down to low HP and or status effects, you can sometimes fail to catch Pokemon. So it is, even then, there's still at least a little bit of luck involved. Later on in the game, when we encounter stronger Pokemon, Pokemon will get harder to catch, and that is just the nature of progression in this game. So, for the most part here, it's pretty standard for a lot of my Pokemon LPs, in that I am going to be cutting out wild battle encounters unless it is a Pokemon that I want to catch. So you'll be seeing that because we're gonna get some encounters as we go through these first couple of routes. But here we are to the next city here. This is Floxy Town. And right off the bat, we are introduced to this guy. This guy is Alder, who, as you remember from the first game, is the champion of Unova. But this time, he's taken a step down in that he's actually no longer the champion. So, if that's the case, then who is the champion of this game? Well, it's not like Gen 8 where they reveal the champion right off the bat, so I don't know. But anyway, first things first, I'm actually gonna go over here to his house. Even if you have a lot of them, items never weigh you down, and you get yourself another potion over here. So that's really nice if you want more items to work with in this game. You can never have too much, especially since this game's really hard. Why are you holding two town maps? I don't know. It's your friend's town map, is it? Your friend's the one with the Tepig. How do you know he has a Tepig? Did you fight him? He was training his Pokemon Route 20. Okay. Alright. Route 20 it is, huh? Alright. That doesn't sound too, far. Okay, I did some training because I think I'm going to need it, given that this game is very mean. All I did was that now Tyson's on level 10, and that's pretty much it. So, with that being said, welcome to Route 20, and in Route 20, we are introduced to our first trainer battle. So let's go ahead and fight him. Alright, so, just like well, this is traditional to my Pokemon LPs in general, but I will be speeding up trainer battles here, with the exception of this first one. Later on, when, well, if there's like important battles, then I will not be speeding those up. But for regular trainer battles that are, you know, mostly optional, I'll be speeding through them. Because there is just not much to talk about for these trainer battles. And, yeah. Trainers come in different trainer classes. That was a youngster. They used pretty basic Pokemon. And then here we have another trainer class. These are Last Trainers. Last Trainers mostly use cute Pokemon. And right now she has cute Pokemon. So, yeah, it is worth fighting as many trainers as you can because trainers tend to give you more experience than if you were to just train off of wild Pokemon. Generation 5 has an interesting mechanic with the EXP system, and that is that if you fight a Pokemon that is lower or that is higher level than you, then you get a bit of a boost of experience points. Whereas if you find a Pokemon that is lower level than you, then you get a little bit less experience than how much experience that the Pokemon would normally give you. Alright, so, since I've talked quite a bit, I guess it is now time to go over the Pokemon that you can find in this route. So, the Pokemon that you can find here, you can find Sunkern, you can find Patrat, Purloin, Pidove, and Sewaddle. And Patrat and Purloin, both you can be found in the first Route 19. I just didn't go over it because I was talking about other things at the time. And then now here we are, we're going to head over to our next area now that we went through Route 20. And this is Floxy Ranch. This place well, there's not really much to say about this place. But anyway, as soon as we go inside here, we are introduced to, well, we have been approached by Vince here. You've come here to toughen up. Alright, let's see how much stronger you become. Come at me. Alright, and right off the bat, round 2 against Vince. Alright, well, since this is the second round, he should be a little bit higher leveled here. So let's see what we got here. Alright, setting out his Tepig once again. It's on level 9 this time. It was on level 8 in normal mode, but now he's spicing up the level here. Now, the weird part about this fight is that in this fight, his Pokemon does not have the main move, like the first move that it learns. Whereas with my Snivy, it learned Vine Whip at level 7 immediately after the first fight. So I don't know. I don't understand that. But either way, once again, for review here, if you have a Snivy, he's gonna have a Tepig. If you have a Tepig, he's gonna have an Oshawott. And then if you have an Oshawott, he's gonna have a Snivy. So there we go. That's pretty much the fight right there. And there we go. Tyson now level 11. I need to apologize to my partner. Not bad. You're thinking about how to bring out your Pokemon's strength. I should be able to count on you for backup. For backup? Yeah, here you go. She didn't have to do that. I thought it was lively around here. You were having a Pokemon battle, huh? Isn't it nice to be young? Who am I? I'm the owner of this ranch, and this is my wife. Okay, so she's gonna give us a potion, which is really nice. And she gives one to Vince as well. It's nice to have potions when you're far away from a Pokemon Center. Yeah, agreed, definitely. You didn't happen to see a Herdier around here, have I? Our two Herdier are always together, and this is the first time one has wandered off, so I'm a little worried. Your Pokemon might be lost forever! Yeah, I mean that's the least of your worries right there, but I mean, worst case scenario, he is right. So if you go ahead and talk to her, then she will heal your Pokemon up, which is very much needed, considering I almost lost that fight, believe it or not. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go around this route later. And instead, I'm just gonna keep going up. and he's just gonna run off ahead. And now that we have some wild grass here, some Pokemon you can find here in Floxy Ranch is, well, you can find Psyduck, Mareep, Azuru, Riolu, Lillipup. Those are the new Pokemon that you can find here. This is actually a really cool Pokemon game, and that's, you can actually find Pokemon from other generations in this game. In the first game, the only Pokemon that you could find in the first game were only Generation 5 Pokemon, and you wouldn't have ever seen Pokemon from Generations 1 through 4. So this is a really cool Pokemon, and you can actually potentially bring your team from previous titles into this game. And it happened this time again. Oh, I just can't get away from that. Oh, how convenient. He gives me a paralyzed heal, but because that's my only paralyzed heal, I'm probably not going to use it right away. I'll probably just suffer through the rest of this place paralyzed, because it really, well, yeah, I'm very likely to probably not die, but we'll see. Anyway, here's another trainer, so we're going to go ahead and take him on. Yeah, I probably am unlucky. This game is very mean. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so if you go down over here, you can get yourself an X attack. X items casually tend to not be that useful. X items are really useful for when you're trying to set up for, like, making up for being under-leveled. So if I'm under-leveled, then X items are very helpful, but since I'm probably going to be doing some training here and there in order to keep myself on pace with the game's difficulty. You probably won't be seeing me use X items all that much. Alright. So here is... Ooh. I found it! I'm a member of a group that strikes fear into the hearts of those who stand before it. Team Plasma! Have I heard of it? Nah. Never heard of it. Uh-huh. Fools will never understand us. Will I won't? You got lost? Oh, wow. Alright. Well, thanks for giving me the first TM, Frustration. So, TMs. You basically teach a move to a Pokemon. Some Pokemon will learn some TMs. In this case, I don't think my Snivy can learn Frustration. So, the TM21 for Frustration is not that useful. Previously, TMs can only be used one time. However, in Generation 5, TMs can be used infinite times. So that's actually pretty cool. TMs are really cool because it's essentially a free move being taught to a Pokemon, which is what I like about them. And because they are used infinite times in this game, you don't have to be very careful with which Pokemon you teach to. Which move you teach to a Pokemon, which is really cool. I like that. All right, so we found their Herdier. Great. However, there's still a bit to explore here. We didn't explore this part yet, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, first, I said I was going to suffer through this, but I'm going to go ahead and use my paralyzed heal for this because, yeah, this is so far, we're off into a not so great start right now. But anyway, there's still some trainers here that I want to fight, so let's go ahead and take these trainers on. Yeah, I can probably see where this is gonna go, but I'm having fun with this so far. I have not mentioned, I have not pointed this out yet, but this is actually my first time trying out the challenge mode, so we're gonna have quite a bit of fun here. Ooh. Alright, so here's our first wild Pokemon encounter here. I'm actually really surprised that I actually went through this very long stretch without running into a wild Pokemon. You can run away from wild Pokemon. Trainer battles you cannot run away from. But yeah. Okay. With that being said, we're done with this place, so we're gonna go ahead and leave now. If you set the game to, I think, fall, then you're able to get this item over here. I don't remember what that item is off the top of my head, but we're gonna go ahead and make our way over here back to Floxy Town. I did? I was only gone for a moment. I could almost mistake you for someone else? Wow. Okay. So he's gonna go to his, well, that's the training school. It's not really his house, I think. But anyway, before I do that, I'm gonna go and heal. Alright, so I know we already shown off the inside of a Pokemon Center, but I guess we'll just show this off this time. From now on, I am gonna be cutting out my trip to Pokemon Centers. Okay. Alright, now time to make our way over to the training school. First off, over here is an X speed, which will raise your speed. So what's actually challenging about challenge mode is that not only are trainers higher level than before, and that some trainers have different teams. The Pokemon that you fight, well, the trainers that you fight will have max IVs on their Pokemon, which are individual values. Essentially, those are like your base stats on that determine like what your Pokemon stats are going to be once they reach a certain level, pretty much. And because they have max 30 IVs on all the above on stats, that's gonna make fighting these trainers pretty hard. I'll show you what's cool about my Pokemon. Battle. Alright, and then now we have the next trainer. So Alder's gonna heal up our Pokemon. Nice! And now it's time to take on this one. A rousing battle. Now, what's actually interesting about these trainers is that the first trainer had Pampur and the second trainer had Pansear. The Pokemon are different depending on which starter you pick. So it's supposed to teach you type matchups pretty much. Unfortunately, they don't have the monkey Pokemon don't have the main moves for some reason. Otherwise, that second trainer would be really hard to deal with. But it's supposed to teach you that, oh yeah, with Pampur, like your moves are strong against Pampur, whereas with Pansear, not so much. And so the other Pokemon that can appear if you haven't chosen Snivy is Pansage, which is the grass-type monkey. But anyway, that's it. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's pretty random, but we get ourselves a metal box. This is a metal box. This is Mr. Metal, and he's going to appear in Pokemon Centers. No, I don't. If you say yes or no, he's going to explain it to you. He's very passionate about medals. The Medal Rally is an event that evaluates various activities of trainers, so in commemoration of your participation, please take this medal. Okay, we took our first step. Alright, so, pretty much, as you go through the game, you're awarded these medals. And so, when you do certain actions, you can go to this guy. He's going to be in any Pokemon Center, and he'll give you medals depending on what you did in the game. Unfortunately, you can't get every single medal in the game anymore, because Nintendo DS Wi-Fi shut down. And in order to get some of the medals in this game, you need the Nintendo DS Wi-Fi system. Which, yeah, unfortunate. Otherwise, I think it would be pretty cool to get all the medals, but yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Anyway, our next location to go is back to our hometown, because there is actually a gym in our hometown, believe it or not. So, with that being said, that is going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Black and White 2, and next time, we're going back to Aspertia City to take on the gym. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.